What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Harden Jr. representing Broward County as per usual. This is your midweek update until the live show on Saturdays, 90.5 The Playmakers from 12:30 to 2 o'clock. I'm here with some lovely people today in the building, man. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, please.
Yeah, man. You already know what's going on, man. It's your boy DMV Leak. We back in the studio with my boys. Let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Tristan Hutton coming live to you from the 205 and also the 863.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Hefe representing Atlanta and DMV area. I'm ready to work. Let's do it.
Still have no idea how y'all represent two neighborhoods. It's crazy to me.
Let's do it.
Mind your business, man.
But man, y'all boys, we got a jam-packed show today. Action-packed show. We got a lot going on. NBA playoffs is here. FAMU spring football is here. Odell Beckham is up to something.
Yes, it's spring, so you know what that means.
You know what that means. Let's go ahead and kick it off with FAMU's football team has a spring game. Was it April 15th?
Yes, sir.
This weekend, well, yeah, April 15th, yes.
So my question to you guys, coming into the spring game, what are you guys, looking forward to seeing? What are you guys expecting to see? Anything that you're anticipating? Anything like that?
The offense.
Okay.
The offense. I mean, we lost Xavier Smith, lost our running back, one of our good running backs. With that being said, I need to see how the passing game gonna look, how the running game is gonna look, and is Musa gonna take a jump? That's the huge question.
Yeah,
I like what you're saying there. When you talk about the offense, I'm gonna talk about the defense for a little bit. We're losing Isaiah Land. We're losing BJ Boulder on the outside. So I think players like Kendall Bowler, players like Gentle Hunt, players like Isaiah Major are gonna be big parts of our defense next year, and they're gonna be the solid parts of our defense. So I'm excited to see them this Saturday. See what they do.
I forgot the game was even this Saturday. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing pretty much everything. I don't have a lot of faith in Musa still, so I'm interested to see how he progresses in year 2 of being under Coach Simmons. Also, I want to see how the defense looks without Lamb, without who else we lose? Boulder. We lost a couple of other key pieces on the defense as well. So I'm interested to see how they bounce back. Me personally, I feel like the team is going to fall back a couple of notches from where we were the past couple of years just because of the pieces we lost. I think it's a lot easier said than done replacing Xavier Smith. And I don't see one person, let alone two people, replacing his production. Like, I know a lot of people say Manigo. I'm sorry.
Manigo.
I don't even know his name. That's how I know he ain't there. Manigo.
Relax.
But still though, they say Manigo, Cherie, if he's eligible. I know we got some questions about his eligibility. It'll be interesting to see where they go. Also, they got the big running back from Nebraska. I seen him in person. He about 6'3".
That's somebody from Nebraska?
240.
Yeah, they do. They transfer, bro. The thing about us, the thing about FAMU is we get we've been very low keyly getting transfers, like very low key, and I think that for transfers it's hard sometimes because you have to learn the playbook, you have to get acclimated with the system, acclimated with the school, all of that. But if one of these transfers can have a breakout season, then I think we will be solid. I like Shareed on the outside. Like I think that he said he added pounds, like he added a few.
He looked like he did when I saw pro day. He looked like he did.
So I mean, it's a good upside for this team. They just got to be able to stay disciplined, which I definitely think they can without Coach Willie Simmons. Another person I wanted to talk about was Musa. I mean,
yeah, that's the biggest question.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that last season it wasn't his best season, but I'm looking at some of these Xavier Smith highlights. This man throwing dots, bro. Musa throws dots.
He went to the Alabama. Listen.
He throws dots.
If you went to the Alabama State game like me and Tristan did, you would say something opposite.
I know.
It's been going downhill ever since the Alabama State game.
He has his ups and downs. I know he's a streaky quarterback. I know.
But
last year was his first year at FAM, bro. He was getting to know the offense, bro. Next year he's gonna be here for at least a year. He'll be under Willie Simmons for at least a year, under his quarterback coach for at least a year, and he'll be able to, grow.
But I said that, but it's just when you see certain things, a quarterback is just supposed to have it. He has the it factor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see that it factor in Musa. I see a game manager,
like a Jimmy Garoppolo game manager.
Yeah, that's respect. Like you'll put the ball in his hands if it's a third down, maybe a second down, but you want to keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible because walking turnover. I've seen it firsthand. And even when we played BCU and they have an awful team, they went 2-9 or whatnot. He looked bad against BCU. They almost took him out the game, even though he got hurt and he ended up getting took out the game for a series. But still, my point is, I need to see more from him. If you're the quarterback, you have to be the commander of the team. You got to gather the troops, and I just don't see that right now. Now, hopefully, he can prove me wrong. And I will say this: we say offense, defense. That offensive line needs to improve.
Mm-hmm.
That offensive line has no push in the run game. That's why our run game was non-existent last year.
We got a few We got a few transfers for O-line. I seen that. I believe somebody from Texas State came. I believe. Quote me if I'm wrong, but
I thought you
we got a
Texas
few.
A&M.
No.
I said we up now. We balling.
No. We got a few good offensive line transfers though, so hopefully they'll be able to keep Musa, you know what I'm saying, protected in the backfield.
I just want to see him be consistent. That's all I ask. I don't want you to go out there, miss 2 completions and go 400 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. I don't want that. If you could keep it average and consistent, that's all we ask for, to be honest. I don't need you to be a Tom Brady, a Mike Vick, a Jalen. I don't need you to be that. I need you to play your role and be consistent at your role. Last year you didn't really do that, but this year I expect better and you will be better. That's what I see.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what they got going on for the game, and I'm excited to be out there and just enjoy the vibes, you know.
Stop looking at me crazy. I know what I said.
With the season he had, it's hard to be worse.
It was that bad.
It's only up from there. That's what I'm saying.
The season wasn't that bad.
It wasn't not that
No,
bad.
we're not talking about season. We're talking about Musa, not the season.
No, yeah, we're talking Musa's season.
He didn't have that bad of a season. He threw 10 interceptions, which isn't the best.
19 touchdowns.
21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. I mean, look, the interceptions can definitely be cut down next season, which I believe he definitely can. But if he keeps up that same, you know what I'm saying, that same production with the less turnovers,
I feel like some of his interceptions were risk takers. Like he tried to be the big guy, make the big play, and sometimes you don't got to be the big guy, make the big play.
Yes, and I think
got to.
Over time, him being here, he'll be able to learn that under Coach Willie Simmons.
The reason why I think,
go ahead.
The reason why I'm thinking like that is because 21 of them touchdowns, I would say half of them went to Xavier Smith.
And now you're losing your best playmaker on
now
offense.
You're losing your literal best playmaker.
That's fair. That's a good point. I mean, that's a good point.
And Moose is gonna have to be expected to do more, losing his best playmaker. Like you said, you kind of don't want him to be a game manager, but as far like Jeff said, like that's kind of, you just need to play your role, do your job, especially for losing playmakers on offense, and somebody else has to step up.
Shout out to Jimmy G, by the way. I don't like the way you disrespected Jimmy G.
Yeah,
He's terrible. I'm a 49ers fan. I'll gladly say he's terrible.
See, I think the thing with Musa, like back to what you said, he's in an offense where they're kind of asking him to like slang that thing. Willie Simmons' offense is offense where he throws.
Yeah, and now he has a year under his belt already, under the system. So now he coming into the season, we should expect him to at least be more comfortable with the offense, running the offense, even when losing like your top playmaker. Expect him to be at least more comfortable with his decision making and where he wants to put the ball and everything like that.
Yeah.
And like you said, we do got to have a better O-line as far as like if we want a quarterback to make the best decisions and not end up being gun shy or anything like that or questioning himself. We need an O-line that's going to protect. When you don't have your playmaker for you that's going to be able to be Xavier Smith and go ahead and make the big play for you, you got to have to play smarter, and then you can't play too smart if you're constantly being rushed or constantly being hit.
And I think he plays best in the pocket, like you said, like when he's trying to scramble out the pocket and, you know what I'm saying, do everything else, like that's when he starts throwing interceptions and stuff. When he's in the pocket, he has time to make his reads, like he's a solid quarterback.
Moving on to the NFL, Odell Beckham Jr. signs a 1-year contract with the Ravens for $18 million to $15 million guaranteed. So my question to you guys is, what is your reaction to the Ravens signing him, and what does that mean for the Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson?
We talked about this last week. Go ahead.
One, I don't think it does anything for Lamar Jackson because I don't think Lamar Jackson gonna be the starting quarterback in Baltimore this season.
You think Odell goes to the Ravens without Lamar Jackson being the starting quarterback?
No, this is what I think.
That wasn't.
This is what I think. They're gonna try to make him fold. We got your weapon. Now sign that franchise tag. He cannot fold.
But see,
he gotta stay strong.
My thing is, if it was Odell from
2016,
maybe. But this is Odell after 2 ACL tears.
Yes.
Didn't play last year, and to be honest, quite frank, I think you overpaid for him.
And to add to that, the boy got a Super Bowl ring now, so he's kind of set. I mean, he's not set. Like, he wants another ring, obviously, but like once you get a ring, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And if that makes sense, he hadn't played for a year. Like,
and also, what are you expecting Odell to come in and do? I don't think Odell is at the stage of his career where he can be a number one and take the top off the defense anymore.
Well, that's what we talked about last week.
That's why he should have signed with the Jets, because they got a new offensive coordinator from Georgia.
Jets already gave money to Alan Lazard already.
Also,
so why don't I say this? Go ahead.
My thing is of it. If you go to the Ravens, that's not a pass first offense. We know the ball. I mean, we know the ball is going to be in Lamar's hand 95% of the time, but that's a run heavy offense.
Yes.
Read options, inside zone runs.
So
they got rid of their offensive coordinator.
They got the offensive coordinator from Georgia.
Yeah, they got a coordinator from Georgia.
We can see Greg Roman. That boy was wild.
My thing of it is still, what are you bringing Odell in to do? Are you planning on drafting a wide receiver in the first round? Because it is a few wide receivers I think you could possibly draft in the first on down to the fourth round. I would love to see them recent draft, Tank Dell.
The wide receiver,
First
wide
round,
receiver is
Tank Dell?
no. He said all the way down.
Yeah, all the way down.
Who's gonna be left is probably in the first round. Probably Josh Downs from North Carolina.
Now,
but
where
that's
did the Ravens pick in the draft?
late.
I know they didn't make the playoffs.
It's in the 20s. It's in the 20s.
Did they make the playoffs? No, they didn't make the playoffs.
It's in the
this year.
20s. It's in the 20s.
I think, to be honest,
it's 22nd.
Yeah, it's in the 20s.
don't.
Right now, a mock draft has them getting Addison from USC.
That's not gonna happen.
I like
He's
that.
gonna be gone.
I like that too.
He's gonna
I
be
said,
gone.
but check me out though. I think it's either Addison from USC or
gonna be
Njigba.
gone. He's for sure gonna be gone.
I don't know.
After his pro day
might.
at Ohio State, he's for sure gonna be gone.
Well, Addison, I think that his combine kind of messed him up. He didn't run a good 40, and I think he got like hurt during his combine or whatever. I don't know.
But see, my thing
I
of
think
the
he can
combine
drop.
is, I think the combine, and I watch a lot of sports shows saying this, and I agree with them. The combine is probably one of the most overrated things ever.
I agree.
Because what are we playing the game for if we're just gonna raise people's stock off the combine? Zach Wilson alone off his pro day was drafted number 2 overall, and look at how that panned out.
I
We didn't
agree.
pay attention to none of his film, which was very mediocre. And I watched college football frequently. Y'all know I watch college football
You
frequently.
watch
Who else was
BYU
up?
game?
I watched a couple of his games.
Who else
They
was
played
in that?
Coastal Carolina, and he played awful.
Who else was in that draft class? What draft class?
Trey
was it?
Lance.
That was Trey
was
Lance,
in
Mac
there.
Jones.
So he got drafted high at kind of a weak quarterback draft.
Yeah.
It was a weak
like, you
one.
It
knew
was
was
terrible.
weaker.
It was terrible. Yeah.
Honestly, I don't want to draft. I don't want to rate that. 'Cause wasn't Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah.
Okay, so by name, I think that was a decent quarterback draft. But at the same time, we also have to realize Justin Fields is in a bad situation right now. Wait until he gets some
His
more weapons
situation
around him.
improved.
Yeah, I'm saying
Improving.
Like,
It's
right now.
improved slowly.
Wait until let's see
Next season.
And also, word on the street, Bill Belichick was shopping Mac Jones. I would
I
love to
heard
see
that.
Mac Jones somewhere else. He actually has a competent coach
Or
and
talent to throw the
offensive
ball to.
coordinator. Exactly.
I agree.
It's hard to judge some of these players when you don't have weapons. Like
Mac
look at
Jones.
Tristan,
Mac Jones.
well,
Mac Jones straight.
I think he's not a
Mac
bad
Jones.
quarterback.
When
He's
you
not in a good position right now.
literally, and I know everybody say, "Oh, you got to have this and that around them."
He had an all-star cast around him. Of course he would have been great.
Exactly, but you need somebody to throw it to. So I mean,
Jacoby Myers is
Jacoby
going to cut
Myers.
it. Jacoby Myers is not going to cut it for
Come
you
on,
to be.
Jeff.
That's not
Jacoby
a-
Myers is not a wide receiver.
You know
one.
better than that, Jeff.
He had
What I'm-
Stevenson in
what
the
I'm-
backfield. What
what
are
I'm
you talking about?
Ramondre
Be for real.
Stevenson.
Yes.
Stevenson was solid this season.
Stevenson was great.
He was good this season. He was good this season, but Harris got hurt, and
You have
There's a lot.
you look at they had a defensive coordinator calling offensive plays.
yeah, that's no bueno. That can't happen.
Man, that's
His
an
best wide
excuse. You
receiver.
gotta figure it
His
out.
best receiver was Jacoby Myers. Jacoby
I keep
Myers.
trashing Jacoby Myers.
I'm not trashing him, but
disrespect.
at best,
He's
Myers
not
is a wide receiver
number
two.
Number two, yeah.
At best, he's not a wide receiver 1. So what I'm saying is, if you put him in a decent situation, and example, Tua, you gave him weapons. He looked better when he was healthy. He looked
Yeah.
very
That's
good.
Kind of what, if you want to see how good
So
your quarterbacks,
the
surround him
only
with
person
pieces.
I've seen win a championship with literally, and I ain't even gonna say nobody, was Tom Brady, and he had Gronk. His second best
top-
receiver was Julian Edelman.
top 3 tight end all time.
Julian Edelman was hard.
Julian was nice.
Back in that day.
Julian
He was
Edelman
hard.
was great.
He was
where he
hard.
was. If you put Julian Edelman on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we're not talking about Julian Edelman right now.
Tom Brady also
I'm
had
not
Randy,
gonna lie,
he had
though.
Randy
Julian-
Moss too. Tom Brady had some
Julian
talent.
He had some dogs.
It's for getting open. Like his route running was excellent, so he was just always open. You see what I'm saying? It didn't matter who he was playing, but I see what you're saying.
But
So-
yeah, what I'm saying is though, is like you want to give these players the best situation to be in to succeed. So, and even with Kyler Murray, they gave him DeAndre. They
He's
gave,
trash.
He's booty cheek.
He's trash.
Booty.
He
Yeah,
folded.
Whoa.
Sorry.
He's trash.
I mean, look, he had to like they should have made the playoffs
So
this season.
with the acquisition of Odell, y'all think Lamar is staying with the Ravens?
No.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to say
yeah,
about
it's
this.
gonna be a cop out.
So y'all are saying Odell can't be the number one. Who gonna be the number one?
No, he can't.
Right?
No, he can't.
I think y'all forgetting that they have a really good tight end.
They got Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews. Okay, yes, Mark.
So
Yes.
why can't he not be the number
they still
one?
got
but why
Rashad
can't
Bateman.
Exactly. They
Isaiah-
have
Isaiah
pieces,
Likely?
bro.
Who was also coming off a season-ending injury as
But
well.
they
Rashad
need
Bateman.
Who, Isaiah Likely?
Nah, Rashad
Or
Bateman.
Oh, okay.
they need a number one.
They need a number one.
They need to go.
So that's why I'm saying it wouldn't hurt if they traded up to get a Jordan Addison or a Jackson Smith and Jigba. They need, in order for Lamar to stay, first of all, they got to pay him.
But that's bad.
Yeah.
Relying on a rookie. You rely on a rookie as your number. That's kind of bad.
Not necessarily.
They were
That's
sadly
kinda
they
bad.
were relying on Rashad Bateman.
Cardinals are
I mean-
rumored to be shopping DeAndre Hopkins.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's bad when you rely on a rookie because that's what Cincinnati did. Now, although they did have other receivers, but we all know who the first look was.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every time.
Yeah, but not
Number
everybody's
one
Jamar Chase.
with the gritty.
Not everybody's Jamar Chase and Justin
but you
Jefferson.
Don't, you don't
true.
have to come in and be Jamar Chase, but if you're somebody I can go to and rely on, which a Jordan Addison, who has short hands. Route running is exquisite. His 40 was slow. But if you look at him on tape, he's a burner. Literally.
Mm-hmm.
He can get open and he beats play. I'm literally watching USC all season.
He's long too.
Yeah, so I would feel comfortable with them drafting a Jordan Addison, and then you have an Odell Beckham, and then you have a Rashard Bateman and a Mark Andrews. Now we're talking. Now I can kind of see where we're going. But we got to see. I don't think Lamar stays anyway. I really want to see Lamar in Miami.
Lamar in Miami.
Absolutely.
Now,
trade to him.
As a
I like that.
South Florida
signed a contract.
South Florida resident,
He said South Florida resident.
I was never a Dolphins fan at all. I always thought Dolphins were terrible. It was always very fun for me to root against the Dolphins. But Lamar with Tyreek Hill,
That was
Jalen Waddle. Oh
that would
my God.
Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard on the defense.
Boy, I can see I can see the gold teeth and the wicks from here, man. I can see it from here, man.
That'll be must-see TV, honestly.
Bro, y'all are hilarious, bro.
That'd be really exciting. I mean, of course, a lot of people in Miami have been telling me they would love to see Lamar Jackson go there. You know, he's from South Florida. Seeing him come out,
He would lose his mind. He would be distracted.
He would.
Who, Lamar?
Yes.
Well, he's really from Pompano.
Not really.
He's from Pompano. He's not from
I
Miami.
think Lamar is a very disciplined person.
No, he is, but there's a lot of distractions in Miami.
Fair
That's
enough.
why I say that.
I agree.
But, you know, as far as Lamar Jackson's career, he's been professional the entire time. He hasn't really shown you to why you can't trust him. You know, he hasn't been a Deshaun Watson. It hasn't even been like a Kyler Murray who's had some just football problems or anything like that. You know, he's been real good professionally the entire time he's been in the NFL. So I don't really see him getting too distracted in Miami. But we'll see what happens going on with the Ravens in their future and, you know, signing, you know, wide receivers that's kind of past their prime. Moving on. Guys, it's that time.
It's that time.
Jeff, it's that time.
Sir.
Drum roll, please.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Where you goofy, bro?
NBA playoffs is back, baby.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot of matchups coming up. We got the play-in tournament coming up. Let's go ahead and start off with, you know, the play-in tournament. We got the Miami Heat taking on the Atlanta Hawks and the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in our first round matchup for the play-in. Who y'all guys got coming out and why?
Before we start off, Rudy Gobert will not be playing against the Lakers tonight. Our episode will be posted tomorrow, but he will not be playing tonight. So with that being said, I have the Lakers winning. I have the Thunder winning.
And
Okay,
Josh
so
McDowell's
we
out too.
can't just say that. Can we talk about why he won't be playing?
We got to talk about the first round.
Okay.
First round first.
Yeah, he's not playing because he got in a scuffle with Kyle Anderson, aka Slow Mo, and it got a little physical. So he will not be taking the team.
Physical is an understatement. He threw a punch at his teambate, which I always personally think is a no, bro.
Was it really a punch?
Especially in front of everybody, that's a no, bro.
As a teammate, you can fight. As a teammate, you can verbally fight as much as you want. When you throw a punch, bro, everything's out the window. If I was Kyle Anderson, it would have took the whole team to hold me.
Let me tell you why y'all wrong. Let me tell y'all why y'all wrong.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Rudy Gobert just punched him for no reason.
He was talking crazy.
I have it right here.
Yeah,
so
he called him out his name.
Let me
call him out his name.
Let me break it down. It says the Timberwolves had to suspend Gobert for throwing a punch, but accepted that it was a shot at the chest with no intention to injure Kyle Anderson, and understood that Kyle Anderson called Gobert a B-word repeatedly on a night Gobert was playing hurt. Okay, if Gobert was playing hurt, he went out there for his team. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I guess I get it. Him like attacking him, but that's off limits to me. You should never be attacking your brother, your teammate, whatever it is. I don't care what beef got going on.
But at the same time,
bro.
If you my brother, you shouldn't be calling me out my name.
Nah.
And you shouldn't do it. Because I understand where Gobert coming from. You can call me anything you want, but once you say that B word once, twice, it's rap. Everything else go out the door. We don't play like that.
Nah, I feel you.
We do not play like that at all. Especially you supposed to be my brother, quote unquote. I know times were kind of probably heated because they were down at the time.
The biggest game of the year.
Yeah, and they ended up winning. But my point is though, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Stop trying to try these people manhoods acting like they not. Now also, it's a well-known fact that people in the NBA think Rudy Gobert soft.
They don't. It's a well-known
They don't
fact that
respect
people
him.
don't like him.
They don't like him. They don't respect him, and they think he's soft. One, I don't care what you think. You ain't gonna call me no B word 2-3 times and think everything gonna be sweet. If that would have been me, it would have took the whole team to get me off of him. Forget the game. Forget the play-in. What's up?
Nah, I definitely get that. Like that word is under, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, we don't even play like that. So I'm a grown man. You're not gonna call me out my name because of whatever reason. Cool. And I think they look at Kyle Anderson as one of the leaders on the team. I don't don't care nothing about that.
Which I don't know what he's done to be considered a leader on the team. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well, I mean,
you got Cat, you got Rudy, you got Anthony Davis or Anthony Edwards.
Hurt. They all been going in and out the lineup. Kyle Anderson has been a solid player for the Timberwolves this year. Like they've been looking to him. Like he's actually been getting it done for them. So.
I also want to add that Jaden McDaniels is not playing either because
fractured
frustrated.
What is going on with the Timberwolves, bro?
He went there. Malik, all too well. He pulling Amari Stoudemire out here punching things before the playoffs start. Crazy. What are you even thinking? What are you doing? Crazy. So y'all got
good little throwback.
So y'all got the Lakers winning in the play-in.
I got the Lakers winning.
The turmoil.
I got the Lakers when they hot.
First of all,
I got the Thunder. They hot.
Even if they did have Gobert, I got the Lakers winning.
Thunder play the Pelicans. They hot. The Thunder is hot.
Okay, so you're saying you have the Lakers going into the 7th seed.
Yes.
And then the Thunder winning against the Pelicans, then beating the Timberwolves.
Yes.
And then going into the 8th.
Yeah, they're going to get swept by the Nuggets.
I love OKC. I love what they're doing, but I have the Pelicans beating.
I'm going to go Pelicans as well.
OKC not ready yet.
I like Pelicans too.
I like Pelicans. Brandon Ingram's been really hot towards the end of the season. Trey Murphy's he's been shooting it towards the end of the year. He's been going crazy as well. He just had a 30-piece the other day.
But I'm not gonna lie,
J-Dub not going crazy either.
Hold on,
Williams.
And
they're nice.
We're forgetting about Shea Gilgeous Alexander, Josh Giddey.
They're all nice, but to me, they're really young.
And let me say this though, that Minnesota game against Gobert and Kyle Anderson, all that, you know who they played, right? That game?
Played Thunder.
No, they played the Pelicans.
Oh, I'm tripping.
And they ended up beating the Pelicans.
Yeah, you're right.
They ended up beating them, and Edwards went crazy on them, and they couldn't do nothing about it, bro. Brandon Ingram was cooking, but I don't know.
I see CJ McCollum was really playing bad towards the end of that game.
Yeah, he didn't.
About it.
Yeah,
he was missing back-to-back free throws,
and he had
shots.
a few times to put away the game.
CJ McCollum, if they want a chance to be in the Thunder, they got to step up.
Yeah.
Moving to the Eastern Conference, we got Toronto, Chicago, and Miami, Atlanta.
Do I want to watch that?
I'm gonna say this place,
Toronto,
bro. The East playing is so. I'm gonna show all my love to the West.
But I also say Billy Donovan is a hell of a coach. Doing what he doing with the Chicago Bulls because they're literally they're one of the weirdest teams in the NBA.
They are. Lonzo.
That team should have got blown up.
Lonzo hasn't played in almost 2 years. Yeah. I pray he gets better because Lonzo can actually really help them right now. Lonzo can really help any team he's on.
If they had Lonzo, I believe that they a playoff team.
My thing is you have DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and what's his name?
Caruso?
Not Caruso too.
Patrick Williams.
The center.
Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah, Vucevic. Name wise, you would think, the top 5, but it's like they don't mesh.
Yeah.
They don't play defense. That's one.
That is true.
They don't play defense. DeMar DeRozan kind of having a slump year. No, if I would say not.
Father Time is catching up.
He hasn't been too aggressive this year.
I would say Father Time is catching up.
Father Time.
I would say Father Time is catching up. I'm really interested in seeing this Heat Hawks game. I hate watching the Heat. I'm just gonna keep it honest.
They can't.
Y'all so boring to watch.
Y'all run zone.
I be falling asleep.
NBA, what is it? AAU?
What do they think this is?
It's
AAU,
so
bro.
boring.
Nah, I tell y'all right now, none of y'all teams want to play the Miami Heat ever in the playoffs. Tell me you do.
Slow down,
Tell
bro.
me.
I like y'all to be Knicks.
Tell me y'all. Tell me which team in the Eastern Conference is looking to play a Jimmy Butler-led team in the first round.
I will play y'all in the first round this year. Y'all
don't
not
want
anything, bro.
Y'all do not want that smoke.
Y'all are sweet.
Malik, at the end of the day,
I'm not gonna lie, Brian. Knicks Heat playoffs right now. That would be fire.
Jimmy Butler is better than everybody on the Knicks.
That would be. I'm just saying that because
Bam Adebayo is the best center in that matchup.
First of all, Jimmy Butler is not better than anybody on the Knicks. Whenever we play head to head,
he's not better.
Yeah.
What you gonna say,
Jalen Brunson? No.
Yes.
We seen Jimmy Butler in the playoffs.
That's what
we know what he do.
I'm gonna say Jalen Brunson. Anyways,
that boy woke up at 5 a.m. He ready to go.
I'm not gonna lie. This season, I like Jalen Brunson over Jimmy Butler.
Over Jalen Brunson.
It's just a fact.
They need to worry about Jalen Brunson over Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley.
Yeah, I got problems.
I promise.
Isaac Okoro.
First of all, we got players too. First of all, if y'all really want to talk about it,
let's slow down.
Don't get me started, bro.
Let's go through the first round.
Yeah, for the punch of holes into the community.
Let's go through the first round. And then y'all tell me how we feel. Let's start off with the Eastern Conference. It's the easier one. Milwaukee against
Milwaukee.
It doesn't matter.
Milwaukee.
Doesn't matter. Knicks.
Milwaukee in 4.
Cavaliers, Knicks.
Cavs in 5.
Ooh, I'm going Cavs in 6. I'll give y'all 2 games.
They get
I'll give y'all 2 games. I'll give y'all 2 games.
Cavs in 5.
I laugh at y'all because y'all funny.
He's gonna lose a dub
When we win this series, I'm gonna come back on this show and I'm gonna pop my
Go ahead, my good brother.
Y'all got me. Y'all got my Knicks messed up, man.
Cavaliers been a top 10 offense in the league all year and a top 3 defense all year.
How about this?
That's a tough team to deal with.
I got the Knicks in 7.
Over the Cavs? Okay.
Over the Cavs.
Next year, we got 76ers Nets. How we feeling?
Sixers and
76.
I got
5.
Sixers. I got Sixers and 6.
Oh yeah, 6. I got it back. 6.
I'm sweeping. Sweep.
Don't sleep on the Nets though.
Sweep.
I was just saying.
I got him in 6. I got him in 6.
I'm sleeping. I guess 7 seed would be. We're going Miami versus
Celtics
Boston.
in 5.
If y'all
in
lucky to
5?
get out that play-in.
Celtics in 5.
Celtics.
Respectfully.
I'll go Celtics in 6 to be unbiased here. I think Miami Heat can pull off 2 games. You know, when we play the Celtics, you know, this Eastern Conference Finals matchup.
I was gonna
give them
say.
tough time. You know, it's not too easy for them to just go out there and just beat us. It's a tough game every time.
You gotta look at the history too between that. I mean, there's some good.
That's a
history
rivalry.
there. Yeah.
That's the rivalry. We're going all the way back to the LeBron James days. I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Western Conference, we got.
Woo! Yes, Lord.
Are we going with
So waiting for this one.
It would be Nuggets against
Thunder.
We're going
Thunder
Nuggets.
getting
I
swept.
say
Doesn't-
Nuggets and Pelicans.
Either way,
Either way, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I just saw Zion.
He's not even Zion's not even playing again.
Yeah.
So,
It's a sweep. It's
I got
a sweep,
the
by
Nuggets
the way.
beating them in 5.
Yeah, I don't
They'll
care.
drop 1 game.
5.
Yeah, they'll drop 1 game.
Nuggets to drop a
Sweet.
game. They've been kind of
Because Ingram a bucket.
yeah.
Ingram and McCollum can get them 1 game.
Yeah.
And not defend. And not.
Nuggets
I
been
think
kinda-
more than one.
The
Nuggets been playing a little
Pelicans
trash
gonna
towards the
play
end of the year.
defense. They're gonna play.
Yeah, they have been playing bad. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, Herb Jones on that defensive end is an animal. So I give him that 1 game. I mean, either way, Nuggets is coming out either in 4 or 5 against either team. Doesn't really matter. Now here's the interesting matchup.
This the one I
This
like.
the one. Now no Paul George. Paul George is out due to that knee injury. He
For the
said
entire series.
Yes.
it might be for the entire series. He could come back. He said he has an update that he's gonna put out on his podcast. We'll see what happens there. But as of right now, it's the Suns versus the Clippers. No Paul George.
Suns and
Suns in 6.
Suns in 6.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Suns in 6.
The last game, Tyronn Lue was on the bench. He was like, "What's the score?" Because he was trying to figure out, should we take our players out or should we try to win? And it was like, yeah, he's scared. Like the way he was like,
I mean, I don't.
Nah, this
What's
is
the
what
score?
happened.
What's the
Okay,
score?
this is what happened. Let me
he
break it
looked a
down.
little scared.
No, this is what happened. It all depended on the Timberwolves Pelicans game.
Yeah.
The Clippers had to either lose or win in a certain way for them to not face up against the Suns. If
was
they
trying
would
their
have
best.
lost, I believe.
If they lost, they would have been the 6th seed.
Yes, and they would have played the Kings. Everybody's saying it was a way better matchup for them.
No.
But that's why he was asking what's the score to the other game because
Yeah.
they didn't handle it well, and now they have to play the Suns.
You had to play.
Suns in 6.
You got to play Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, which
DeAndre
by
Ayton.
the way, they're
Not gonna lie though.
undefeated with Kevin Durant so far.
Now the Clippers was another team that had a little scuffle on their bench last weekend.
Yes, sir.
Bones Highland, Mason
but that's
Plumlee.
light. That's
I
just
think that's
competitive.
love though.
That's
Yeah,
just
that, I think
competitive.
that
But
was more competitive.
The reason why, and they might be able to make it 7, but the Clippers can go deep. They can shoot.
I
And
agree.
they have a superstar.
Bro, they have people. They can go deep, brother.
But again, Suns and 6.
Problem with me for the Clippers, I feel like the Clippers is too inconsistent sometimes. Like sometimes we'll get Kawhi Leonard that shoot 12 to 18 and give you 30. And then sometimes we'll have Kawhi Leonard that shoots 6 to 19 and the team is playing bad. And then Russell Westbrook has a turnover. It's like
I will say this. I do think this series is very dependent on Russell Westbrook. If he comes out playing good,
I was gonna say
he's been good so far on the Clippers.
Like you
He's
said,
been really good.
Kawhi Leonard's on and off. Those nights when he's not on, Eric Gordon steps up. That's when Russell Westbrook steps up. That's when Bones Highland
Bones
steps
gotta
up.
step up.
That's when Mason Plumlee steps up. Like I think that they have enough talent. They just need to find out how it's all gonna work. And
I really wish Paul George did it. If Paul George is in this series, I definitely have it going to 7. But
I like the
sure,
Suns.
for
I like the
sure.
Suns in 6.
I like
if
Suns.
Paul George wasn't hurt, I would have the Clippers winning this series.
I'll have the Suns in 7.
I don't think the Suns are deep enough for them.
nowhere near deep enough. But you got to deal with Kevin Durant,
You
Devin
do,
Booker.
you do.
So-
But also,
And CP3, the best point guard.
Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul gotta play against injuries. So
Yeah, they do.
It's
Got,
really
they got
two at this
the
point.
Suns have been rolling with the injuries as well. We got Kings Warriors.
got the Warriors in
Okay,
7.
if Andrew Wiggins plays, right, I say 6. Warriors in 6. If he plays game 1, Warriors in 6.
First off, shout out to Cali, man. Y'all got the Lakers in the playoffs, the Golden State Warriors, the Kings, and the Clippers, man. Y'all going crazy. Y'all on top right now. But okay, also shout out to the Bay Area. You know that Sacramento, Sacramento, Oakland area. That's all like one. So this is like a big deal for them over there. Like this is a big deal.
It's gonna
So
be like the beam for the first time since what? 2003. 2000.
I have a great fact for y'all. Kings' first playoff game in 17 years is the most expensive first round ticket in NBA playoffs ever.
That's insane.
Yeah, man.
Them fans ain't
Fans are
playing,
ready.
bro.
Fans are ready.
It's not playing.
The fans
But
are ready.
I like the Warriors in
The playoffs
6.
since like 2003.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time.
I like the Warriors in 6 though.
Not gonna lie, guys. I'm going to Kings. I do
Hot
not.
take, hot
I
take.
do not believe in Golden State this year at all.
Wow.
They won 10.
Let's talk about
They won 10 games on the road.
Okay, so but
You can say that, but they weren't healthy. You know, Steph Curry
Healthy.
in and out.
My
Klay
question
Thompson in
is-
and out. Andrew Wiggins in and out.
Well, they had Andrew Wiggins during February, and their record wasn't good
But
then
he was
either.
still in and out though. You know how they be back to back. Let me sit down. You know.
my question is, what do you see from the Kings that makes you think
Their offense.
Okay,
Top
let's talk
tier
about
offense.
it.
They have one of the best offenses in the league. They have one of the best closers in the league with De'Aaron Fox. Sabonis, one of the best passing big men. So, like, as far as their offense, they have shooters. Malik Monk, Kevin Huerter. Harrison Barnes has that championship and playoff experience.
Yes.
So they have a really good team around them. Their problem is defense.
Yeah.
But Golden State's problem is defense. They can't guard anybody.
But listen, my question is, you think Fox can guard Curry?
Can Curry guard Fox?
No, that's my question.
So
It's gonna be Klay
this
Thompson.
series-
It's gonna be Klay Thompson.
Thompson.
guarding.
I don't like Klay Thompson on De'Aaron Fox at all.
Or Andrew Wiggins.
You better play Andrew Wiggins on De'Aaron Fox. Klay Thompson getting cooked.
The
But
Kings
answer
also-
my
You
question,
put Klay
though.
Thompson on De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox gonna be playing like he played Lonzo in college. He's going.
But I
2
need
seconds
you
ago.
to answer my question.
I think
Can
this
he
is gonna
guard
be.
him?
I think this is gonna be a high scoring series. I think neither team is guarding either team. But as far as like playoff like atmosphere, you got light the beam versus Golden State, and you know what Golden State's crowd does. But to me, Golden State just hasn't looked like Golden State of past.
This might be the most electric playoff series.
It's gonna be exciting. It's
I
gonna
don't
be,
know.
It's gonna be high scoring.
I don't think it beats the Kings. I don't think it beats the Suns. And the-
Y'all know
But you have to think about the fan bases. Like, these are some diehard fan bases.
Okay,
we're
fan
talking about.
bases, yes.
That's what I'm
but-
saying.
But like nationwide, I don't think so.
Okay.
Did y'all know that Steve Kerr hasn't lost to a coach in the Western Conference since he became coach of the Warriors?
Yeah.
How?
He's never lost in the Western
In the
Conference.
playoffs?
Never lost in the playoffs. In the Western Conference. He lost to Toronto in what? That was 2019, 2018?
Toronto and Cleveland.
In Toronto and Cleveland.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean, if we count the play, he ain't lost to Frank Vogel.
That's true.
What Frank,
It's
shouts
true.
out Frank Vogel.
Or was he coach? Wasn't he
yeah.
sick?
Nah, he was
I thought
coach.
sick. Well, let's talk about this last one.
Last one
Yeah.
here. We got so it's
Lakers
gonna-
and San
Braun in 6. Braun in 6.
Let's
I'm not
go,
going back.
LeBron. Let's go, Braun.
Braun in 6.
Hey man, we will not
But
accept
why-
any LeBron
But
slander around here, man.
Why we got Lakers over Memphis?
Lakers
only-
red hot, man.
They're hot, yeah. And also, you know, Jaren Jackson gets in foul trouble. So if AD start giving him the business and Jaren Jackson
And
get out early, oh yeah, it's raps. I'm
Memphis
sorry.
doesn't have Steven Adams or Brandon Clark.
Yeah, it's raps.
That's big.
Lakers hot. Lakers got the second best record in the Eastern Conference since the trade deadline.
Well, no, first.
Not
It's the
second. First is Milwaukee.
That front line looking weak. And Kenny Lofton, I think, big boy, yeah, he stands no chance. I'm sorry.
Kenny
Whoa,
Lofton.
he
had a-
just scored 42 points the other night.
Like I said, he stands no chance. I'm
he's-
sorry.
I don't
Doesn't
think-
matter.
I don't think Kenny Lofton's gonna be
Now
in the
look,
game. He's not even
Against
gonna
AD,
be-
he
I don't
stands a
think.
chance.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying.
Caleb is
But
not
you
even
can't
gonna
just play with him. You can't play with that man's top like that.
Mo
Like,
Bamba, he
he's a
stands a
bucket.
chance.
He
No.
must be from the DMV.
Huh?
must be
He's
from
not
the
from the
DMV.
DMV, but I like
Kenny
Kenny
Lofton.
Lofton. Y'all ain't gonna play with him.
He's not.
Stand up to them
He's
big
not
boys,
playing
man.
at all during the series.
He stands no
He's not.
chance.
I don't think he stands
no
a chance, but don't play with his top like that. But I don't think he stands.
He's 6'7"?
He's still a bucket, bro. He's still a bucket.
He just takes up space.
I just think that he will get cooked against the Lakers.
He will get fried, hibachi style.
What we need to be doing is giving him his props, bro, for being signed.
He had 42.
from the G League.
He had 42 in his last
right before the NBA deadline, so he's able to play for the playoffs.
Man, stop
That's a
giving
lot
his
of things that
flowers. He
people
finna
can't do.
get fried. He finna get fried.
Well, Memphis is another team that can't shoot at all. I mean, not that the Lakers can shoot, but Memphis really they're number one in points in the paint. A lot of that has to do with John Morant and Jaren Jackson. So they do a lot of their scoring inside.
I think they started off the season really like hot from the 3-point line, all of that, but ever since then it's been going down like Bane.
Desmond Bain,
Bane.
they got Desmond Bain, they got Luke Kennard. So they got some type of shooting, but they score most of their points inside the paint. It's gonna be a really interesting matchup to see.
If the Lakers
one thing
can
I
block
know
out the
is,
noise, they gonna be good.
bro, one thing I know is LeBron is ready for the
Playoff
boys.
LeBron. Oh my
Against,
god,
bro,
It's
the
been
Grizzlies been
so-
rapping at him all
We need-
season, though, bro.
LeBron,
like this is
LeBron
perfect,
has
bro.
to win. He has to win this play. I mean, we think he's gonna win the play. It's the Timberwolves that out.
He is.
We know.
They're out
We
two of their
know.
best defenders. This is AD. If AD is AD, oh my god.
I mean,
Oh my god.
I don't even think AD need to be AD. LeBron coming at that. He's sweeping some
We
things
haven't
up.
had,
You
we
feel
haven't
me?
had playoff LeBron in so long. Super excited to see
yes.
that matchup here.
Yes.
But dang, man, it's gonna be a really good playoff this year. So guys, we've reached the end of our show. Let's go ahead and get a lot of you guys' favorite part of the show. Let's go ahead and get into some shout outs, man. Malik, go ahead and kick us off, man.
All right. First off, shout out to God, man. Shout out to the man above. Couldn't do without you. Shout out to my family back home. About to get out of here, man. Shout out to y'all boys in the studio. We had a great show. And And yeah, shout out to fam too.
Shout out to FAMU.
Yeah, man. Shout out to fam. Shout out to 90.5. Shout out to y'all boys. Love y'all boys to death. Shout out to my family. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to LeBron. Alabama, Chris and Todd. Shout out to all them boys.
All right, bro. Not too much, bro. Not too much.
First and foremost, I thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything he's done for me, for my family. Shout out to my family. Shout out to the guys in the studio, man. And yeah, let's keep going.
We appreciate everybody listening, man. We are a reflection of everybody's love and support. And we know we wouldn't be in a lot of these situations that we at without y'all, man. We really appreciate everything that everybody does for listening to us, sharing us, listening. Appreciate y'all guys coming to the studio, being professional. Some of us on time, some of us not. But that's a story for another day.
Whoa. Why we throwing shots, bro?
This is Halftime with the Playmakers, your partner with the live show, 90.5 The Playmakers, from Saturday from 12:30 to 2. You guys tune in. Appreciate you guys. We out.
Halftime with the Playmakers is produced in the studios of WANM-FM 90.5 in the School of Journalism and Graphic Communication at Florida A&M University.